Good morning. My story today is inspired by a post I read on Facebook last week. And since I don't know all the details of that true story, I've had to imagine most of them. And the story I'll tell could really take place anywhere, even right here in Burlington, Vermont. It's the story about a little girl named Anna. Anna lives in an apartment building in the middle of her city with her grandmother. Anna's grandmother's the manager of the building, so she takes care of things for all the people that live there. And she does a really good job. She likes to plant flowers, and she tells Anna that she likes the flowers because they make all the people that pass by happy. Now, this morning, something really scary happened. Anna was sleeping, and suddenly she woke up to loud noises outside. Things were smashing on the sidewalk, and somebody was yelling and screaming. When she looked out, she saw it was a grown-up, a man, and he was taking things out of the garbage and throwing them into the street, and he was digging up all of their beautiful flowers. Now, Anna had never seen a grown-up act this way, and it was really frightening. In the living room, Anna's grandma was pulling on her sandals and leaning out the window, and she called down, "Please stop. Don't call the police," to two people who were passing below and had pulled out their cell phones. Anna watched her as she headed down the stairs, and the neighbors popped their heads out of their doors and they said, "Oh, good, are you taking care of this? We were about to call the police." Anna watched from the doorway as her grandma went outside. The man was sitting on the concrete now, flowers in his hands, roots and all, sobbing inconsolably. Anna's grandmother called an organization she knew of that helps people in crisis and asked what she could do. And they told her that in their city, if you called 911 and nobody's life was in danger, they could send mental health workers instead of the police. So that's what Anna's grandmother did. Now, remember I said that this story could happen anywhere? Actually, it could only happen somewhere where the people have made sure that there's an alternative to call when somebody's having a crisis, not just the police. Anna watched as an ambulance came and some people got out and they talked to the man. And it took a while, but eventually they were able to help him up and get him into the ambulance. As they drove away, Anna's grandmother waved and said thank you to the paramedics that had helped him. Anna helped her grandmother sweep up. "Grandma, where did they take the man?" "They took him to a hospital where they can help him feel better." Just then, a woman came across the street. "Ugh, what a mess. Just look what he did to your flowers. Horrible. I hope you called the police." Anna could tell that this made Grandma angry. But Grandma took a deep breath and said calmly, "These flowers cost $6.99 each at Lowe's. They don't matter. The man who was sobbing uncontrollably on the street, that was horrible." "Grandma," Anna asked, "you told everyone not to call the police. Would it have been wrong to call them?" Grandma said, "Do you remember the Black Lives Matter protest that we were part of last week? And how we talked about Black people and people of color not always being treated fairly by the police? Well, that man was Black, and I wanted to be sure that nothing bad would happen to him, nothing worse. Also, the police just aren't trained to take care of people who are sick. I'm so proud of our community for funding the crisis team that was able to help him." "Grandma, I wish I had been braver and had said something kind to make him feel better." "You are a very brave girl, but I'm glad you stayed inside." "Anna, I wanted to say something to him too, but I guess I was just too scared." Maybe we could do that compassion meditation we tried yesterday, and we could direct it at him. And maybe we could focus our gratitude on the workers who helped him. As Anna was replanting one of the flowers, she said, "Grandma, maybe we should focus our thoughts on that lady across the street too. She needs compassion too." Grandma chuckled. "I'm glad you said that. I shouldn't judge her so harshly. Our society conditions us to value order and property, sometimes over people. We could all use compassion." Thank you.